Hey guys, it's the last week of regular class. I'm not doing regular agenda slides like I usually do because this week, as you hopefully know, is all about the project. So today's video is really to kind of explain a few things about the next step of your project. So first things first, if you have not gotten your proposal turned in and approved, I will leave you a comment that says approved, then you need to go back and do that first. I'm not going to release to you the template for the project until your topic is approved. So please make sure that you do that first. So if you haven't done that, stop the video now, go and take care of that, and then you can come back and watch this later once you actually get to see the template. Okay, so at this point, hopefully you've gotten everything approved and you're ready to start your project. You're going to be researching whatever topic it was that you chose. Again, the directions are posted in Classroom, so you want to use those as a guide. So remember, you're going to be making sure that the assignment fulfills 3 days worth of work. Now, do you have to do it over 3 days? No, you could do it all in one day if you feel like it, but it should be the equivalent of 3 days worth of work. Okay, so if you just write like one word or one sentence in each slide, that will not be enough. Okay, I want to see that you're really doing a thorough job. This is the final grade of the year, the final grade of the marking period. This is the last assignment for astronomy, and I want to see what you learned about not just this topic, but astronomy in general. Okay, so remember, you're going to be doing some background information on this topic, just general information of what you learned, and then you'll make the connections to the unit that we've been studying. Notice on the project agenda or background information, which I have on the screen in front of me here, there's also the rubric. The rubric is going to also be in this Google slide template as well. Okay, so let's open up the Google slide and just kind of use that to sort of explain some things. Okay, so the first slide of the template that will be released to you is the directions. Essentially, you can use this as your baseline. I just picked like a fun space background, but if you want to change the background, change the font, change the colors, you can really change whatever you want. This is just to give you a rough idea of what I'm looking for. If you don't like the format, if you want to change the format, or if you want to keep it simple and just plug in to the spaces that I've provided to you, go for it. Whatever works for you is fine with me. The biggest thing I'm looking for is that you're meeting the requirements outlined in that direction page and, of course, in the rubric. Okay, so you'll be making your presentation. You'll put a nice title. The next slide is for background information. This is just where you're going to tell me generally what did you learn about, if you're, let's say, black holes. Maybe you're studying black holes. What kind of things did you find out about black holes? You're going to list them all here. And then the next couple of ones, you'll see there's a title and then there's a connection page. So the title is, what topic are you connecting this to in astronomy? So I'm connecting this to the habitable zone, or I'm connecting this to, what was another one? The right planets, or the right cycles, or the right materials, whatever it was that you chose. Okay, so you'll put the title there, and then on the next page is where you're going to explain how your topic is connected to that piece of the astronomy unit. And you'll do that for all 5 of them, okay? I put one for each, so you can kind of keep track of it, but if you want to put them all together, or again, formatting is totally up to you. I just set it up this way because this is what makes the most sense in my mind, but you guys can really change whatever you need to, okay? So once you make all those connections, okay, there's connection number 5. Then there's some conclusions to kind of bring it all together, some final thoughts. And then there's a spot for bibliography. You need to cite your sources, okay? So any research that you do, any pictures that you get, anything that you put in here that didn't come out of your brain needs to be cited, okay? So make sure you're using a bibliography site. Make sure it's properly cited. Just like you would for if you're writing an English paper or history paper or anything else, you want to cite your sources. The other thing you want to put in here is pictures. put some pictures of your topic. Find some cool stuff out there. You want to make it visually interesting, make it look good, that kind of thing. This is a big project, okay? And then the last slide, you'll notice says for grading purposes only. You don't have to touch that slide. Just leave it there. When I grade it, I'm going to go in like this, and I'll type your scores in. So that way you can see what the breakdown was, and then I'll return it to you. And I figured that's probably the easiest way for me to give you the points. Now, once you've put your slide together, then the last thing, you're going to be presenting this to me through a video. So you're actually going to make a Flipgrid video. Flipgrid now has the capability to share your computer screen. So it's new. If you used Flipgrid earlier in the school year, it didn't do that then, but now that we've been on the online learning platform, Flipgrid has sort of stepped up its game. And there are directions posted in Google Classroom, and it walks you through, you can see them here, they're pretty detailed, how to make your video using Flipgrid. It's not much different than any other Flipgrid video that you've made. There's just like an extra function that you have to add, and then you'll post it, and then I will grade it. Okay, so essentially when you're finished with the project, there's really two things that you're submitting. You're going to submit this template. You'll just click the turn in button, but you also want to add your Flipgrid, okay? The Flipgrid I will get through Flipgrid website. You don't have to turn it in Google Classroom. You just add it to the Flipgrid assignment, okay? And then you you submit your Google slide with the turn in button, okay? So it's just two things, the Google slide and the Flipgrid. You turn them in through their respective websites, and then you're all done, okay? This is due at the end of the day on Wednesday, June 3rd, which is our last official day of regular class. After that, there will be enrichment. I'll come back in another video on Wednesday for our last regular day to discuss the enrichment and all that kind of good stuff. But hopefully this gives you guys a good overview of what to do. Remember, if you haven't submitted your proposal, you will not get this template yet. I'm not going to give you the template until your proposal is approved. So take care of that ASAP. I'm watching the computer. Whenever you chime in, I'm going to try to get to them as soon as I can. They were due Sunday at noon, so hopefully you've taken care of that. If not, please do that as soon as possible, okay? Just like usual, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be around to help you. There's still office hours this week. I'm actually going to be over at school on Monday, closing up my classroom, so I'll actually even be at school during my office hours. But if you need help, ask questions, email me. A lot of you have already messaged me through Google Classroom for help with the proposal, so I'll be happy to help you guys out in any way. All right, good luck with the project. Enjoy the last 3 days, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday for your final video. All right, guys, have a good one.